morning, good afternoon, and a warm welcome to all of you joining us today in this exciting fireside chat from Coach Digital and Fiber to Fashion. The topic of today's chat is how can fashion manufacturing turn challenges into opportunities with the power of technology. So my name is Karthik Doreswamy. I am based in Bangalore, India, and I serve as the Director for Sales and Customer Success at Coach Digital. Coach Digital is a software group or division of Coach PLC Group, which is based in United Kingdom, and we are into the digital transformation of the fashion supply chain. We Coach PLC Group is a trusted global leader in threads manufacturing, performance materials, and we serve industries ranging from apparel to footwear to automotive and outdoor goods. Coach Digital is a global leader in digital transformation of the fashion supply chain. Our mission is to help both brands and also manufacturers optimize their processes through our world-class digital solutions, from design and development to method time cost optimization to production planning to software execution. Our software solution play a critical role in driving agility, speed to market, and transparency. Today, I am delighted to introduce you to a very special guest of us, Mr. Komkrit Hermit. He is the Executive Vice President of Production at Nanyang Garment, which is a subsidiary of Nanyang Textile Group, one of the Thailand's largest vertically integrated textile and apparel conglomerate. With over 25 years of experience in garment production, he leads end-to-end operations across multiple factories, covering diverse product categories, including shirts, pants, polos, jackets, and performance wear. Mr. Komkrit is the driving force behind the company's smart manufacturing transformation and has initiated multiple digital transformation projects to enhance efficiency, visibility, and responsiveness of the company. He also champions workforce development and technical capability building, ensuring the organization remains agile and aligned with evolving global market demands. His leadership continues to position Nanyang Garment as a trusted and a forward-thinking partner globally to the leading international fashion brands. So without further ado, let's jump right into the fire chat. Mr. Komkrit, thank you once again for being with us today. We
Thank
love
you.
to hear from you about your thoughts and your vision for the industry. Before we start, I would like you to say a few words about yourself, and then we can get rolling into the fireside chat.
Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Komkris, as Peter Patrick introduced. I'm leading the production side of Nanyang as Executive Vice President. So it's welcome to everybody and pleasure to share what we thought to everybody. Okay, so we can start.
Thank you, Mr. Komkrit. And you could see, the fashion industry has entered into a very, very dynamic, period now, right? From starting from COVID particularly, there is a huge supply chain disruption post-pandemic, and the world has been hit with multiple wars, which has disrupted, and now a lot of things are changing on a daily or a weekly basis with tariffs and so many things which are going on. So with that context, from your view, what are the major challenges the fashion manufacturers are facing on a daily basis today?
Yeah, first and foremost, it's very hot topics nowadays is the politicals, right? The geopoliticals and put a big pressure to everybody economics, right? Just as of today that we are talking, just last few weeks, there's been a lot of talking, a lot of change globally in terms of the tariff that come from Mr. Trump and then push everybody that in our industry, right? So this trade tension is is the major driving force that we need to think start from the sourcing people that they will ask us how much more you can reduce the cost, right?
It
In
all
terms
boils
of
down to cost.
production, in terms of production, how we can reduce the cost if we are maintain the same efficiency, right? So we should looking into all opportunity to reduce these risks, such as maybe we go to more nearshore, maybe we're looking for more robust technology to boost up our efficiency, right? To do that, we can stay competitive. Nowadays, we are facing at least 10% tariff everywhere. So all the brand they start to asking for how much you can share, right? To be business ethic, those things more or less will affect everybody. So those are number one biggest challenge. And then what should we do to overcome that? The first thing, right? When this thing starts, the supply chain disruption will be the second one. Overall, they will have a lot of brand asking to move out from China. They have the brand keep thinking, where should I go? Should I go to India? Should I stay in Vietnam? Should I move out from Vietnam? So those kind of supply chain shift from this political is insanely the people who have more diversified risk, meaning we try to not penetrate in one country. We try to be 3, 4 country. The multi MCO is one of the things that can help the company survive and can play around with this big pressure from 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 the change, right? So start from first thing, the second thing. The third thing I think everybody will face is that when the supply chain disrupts, the next thing will come with the labor, right? The labor will affect for sure because sometimes they will move demand from this country to that country. So how fast we can boost up the demand is mean how fast you can supply the labor to our industry. This kind of industry is a lot of labor, right? So the labor is also the challenging of and it also can be the opportunity if the business ethic of the company is doing good, we pay the people fairly, we get the good incentivized system, so that company will have more benefit, more power to win this win of big change that happening from the geopolitical things, right? So after this, the fourth thing I think is will be one of the key major playing is that who can fast transform into digitalization. When you move the demand from country to country, if we not have a good platform of digitalization, everything depend on people, management, and those kind of manual things, right? If the company have the same standard planning platform, same standard of costing exercise, same standard of digitalization control system, that company will have more winning source, winning of the secret sauce to win this game. I think these four things first it will affect and then makes our challenge become opportunity. So if who can make this challenge become the opportunity more, then that company will gain more, and then they can overcome this major challenge. That's my point of view.
I think very interesting, right? It is a very deep and widespread challenges
Yeah,
which the fashion industry, particularly the manufacturing industry,
yeah,
is facing today, right?
Right,
So
right, right.
and Nanyang, it is a vertically integrated setup, and you do everything in a very highly professional, manner, a very efficient manner. So if you could tell us a bit more about how do you see these challenges from the company standpoint, and how do you prepare the company, in the longer end, in the longer run, right, to address these challenges in a
Okay.
more effective way, right? So it'll be wonderful to hear from you.
Yeah, I share a bit um of the slide,
Yeah, yeah, please feel free.
right?
It'll be
Because
a
I
delight
think
for
this.
me and also all our viewers.
Okay, so just want to share what Nanyang is thinking. Okay, because of the world is never stop changing, so we are thinking what is the head of the game. So we do our strategy end to end on digitalization and automation. Okay, oops. So basically, so in our vision, we should make the end-to-end process digitalization. So we start from transfer of cutting to embellishment, transfer to the sewing and finishing, and then unload. Okay. So all this is what we prepare. And then we're looking to do process to be automation. So we're looking for doing automation of pre-sew, embellishment, sewing, and then packing. And then because of the disruption, so we also focus on doing a lot of autos system, conveyor system, auto labeling, and auto packing. This is what we are planning to do. So just to make easy to people understand, we show some um, video. That's what we vision to do. basically what we prepare is we prepare for making this transformation important because of when you get the business disruption, we cannot rely on people that much. So this data, this technology, this digitalization will help to the expansion or the change that come from the disruption, not affect to the cost, not affect to productivity. So all these things that what we plan, we thinking that is the way to continue develop ourselves and making ourselves more efficient. Okay, so we make all this digitalization, automation, and then the system in order to ahead of the wind that what we are facing right now. So I just going to stop what we share now, then we can go back to the conversation. Okay.
So conclude, I think it is extremely impressive, right? So what you have done, how you have taken a holistic view of
Mm-hmm.
digital transformation end to end, right from the order to shipment, and you
Yeah.
have given us a visual delight, right? I would say
Okay.
um, on
Thank you for that.
this topic, on what you have done or what your vision is for 2029 with Nanyang. So I also know that you have also digitalized not just the shop floor, but also the way you plan. You have created a digital twin of your entire capacity using Fast React, and you have also leveraged that to the productivity gains at Nanyang and also to the brands to give a complete visibility to the brands. So, if you take Fast React as a topic, and how important is that digital transformation fitting into the larger story of holistic digital transformation at Nanyang? And I would like to hear your views on that. Concrete.
Okay. To to improve everything, planning is the first step that we need to make it right, right? You like the first button, you to make the first button right, you can make the effective planning. What effective planning mean? You use less resource, getting the best maximum output, right? In Fast React, Nanyang is starting with the Fast React many years ago. So we work together, we streamline our production planning. So it's help us to make the medium term plan more visibility and then the short term plan more effectively. So we can see visible of production data and we can make the adjust properly. In the planning, we can make two big success for that. Number one, on-time delivery. Nanyang previously before Fast React, we are normal company. Our on-time delivery rate is not that excellent. After Fast React, we get more than 10% improvement. And then from our VVIC customer, meaning very important customer, we achieve 98% on-time delivery. In the last 4 years, we day in, day out with that. So thank you, Fast React, to support that. Another part that Fast React will help is that make product continuity better. In terms of this, will support efficiency better. So if we don't have good visibility, the planning continuity less, production efficiency will get less. So that is the clear indicator. And then the benefit, both macro and micro views that support Nanyang as the company to manage on-time delivery and cost. That on the part of Fast React. Okay.
Thank you, Concrete, for your very kind words on Fast React too. And I'm sure you are also using ERP at Nanyang, right?
Right. Right. Right.
So how does ERP works in this context of digital transformation?
ERP was the key critical things that we can get the backbone of all digitalization. The key thing is that we make our cost right. We make the backbone of data connectivity. So we can make fast decision. We can make right decision, and it's supporting to support the short lead time business. It's supporting to make the right data, to make the backbone of whatever end-to-end process that I make the short presentation before. So ERP was very important. Another thing I want to mention is that we also use the GSD cost system. Why GSD is so important? All the big brand, they use standard cost, right? GSD was given the very backbone of standardization, cost workbench in the globalization. So if we use cost digital GSD data, so we have the right method, we have the right benchmarks of tools to compare with the best practice. So we use where this minute value to work with our key customer like Lululemon, Nike, Adidas. All these big brand, they always use this standard for better control, better cost, better return. So this will be the benefit of we use this program to gain the expect better control of our cost. So this thing will support us. At the moment, we are using version 5 of GSD cost. So it is more easy to be visualized and then more easy to apply to the shop floor. So our IE people can use a tablet, open the standard video that we take to make the GSD costing of operation to share into our worker to train the people. That will be the benefit that we are working on together in our organization right now. So together, these two technology has strengthened our operation ability and hope that we can be better in the near future for that.
Fantastic. So that means you're using the GST for the power of understanding the true production cost, right? At
Correct.
Nanyang, and you
Correct.
using the power of fast react
Mm-hmm.
for creating a complete digital twin of your capacity, so that you
That's
can work
correct.
in real time. All the changes in the plan, and you can
Yes.
always be prepared to take on any changes,
Mm-hmm.
and thereby maximizing the productivity. So both are working hand in hand, along with another solution for called ERP, which takes care of the transaction layer. Correct.
Right. Right. Correct.
So
Very,
this
very,
makes a
very good
very
summary.
powerful digital backbone in terms of the intelligence is concerned, which drives all
Correct.
your other digital transformation assets, including your smart
Correct.
factory, smart shop floor, from cut
Correct.
to ship, right? So
Yes.
so in this context, concrete, some of the uh, manufacturers I met have raised this particular question with me. They many of them have ERP for the transaction layer, right? Irrespective of which ERP they are into, it helps them in the transaction layer. One of the queries they have is that, okay, so I have ERP. Why should I invest in a digital, planning tool like Fast React, and why should I invest in a standardized costing tool like GST cost? So I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure Nangyang would have had that question also several years back. So I'd
Yeah,
like to
because they
hear
work
from
hand in
you
hand
on
together.
your views on that particular thought process and the
Yep.
question.
Yes. That's correct. That's correct. They work hand in hand together, and then it's a part of the backbone of the costing, and then the part of backbone that controlling the planning will be playing very effective way. And then with the end-to-end system that we do on the shop floor, it work together seamlessly. And then we also have looking for a better version of Fast React in near future.
Fantastic. So in other words, ERP is not there to replace Fast React plan or the GST
No.
cost, correct?
ERP is not have the specialist as Fast React do. ERP do their job, Fast React do their job. So basically, the MRP parts of ERP it somehow maybe overlap with the Fast React, or you can use it wisely to share the MRP part of ERP to Fast React. So in another word, they are working hand in hand, and then they should find the linkage between ERP and Fast React.
Fantastic. I think we have the answer. So basically, fashion manufacturers should work at an ERP integrated with fast react plan for their creating a digital twin of their plan plus the GST cost for get a complete control of the costing, which makes it a
Correct.
magic combination. Correct.
Good.
Fantastic. So now let's switch gears into something very, a necessity and an important mandate for humanity is
Mhm.
concerned, right? Sustainability. So a lot of topics, a lot of conversations on sustainability. I would like to hear from you, Gurpreet, about how
Mhm.
you're viewing sustainability in the fashion world, particularly in the manufacturing space, and how you're preparing Nanyang to a sustainable future.
Actually, I think sustainability is the responsibility. So in fashion manufacturing or whatever manufacture we have is essential due to the industry has we have a lot of significant impact into environment and we need to respond for the social, right? To become more sustainable, actually we can do several things. We shall focus on using eco-friendly material. We can like organic cotton actually and recycled fiber. In Nanyang, we do several of these kind of recycled fiber, and then we have quite a number of success program. Start from collecting the yarn, recycle the yarn, making the organic cotton, making the recycled polyester, selling at the end to become the selling point to some of our key customer. That is a good example, and then what we show, and then what we share to the brand. And we also doing something like the process control of how to make sure that we can be control that we can use this organic yarn, organic fiber without contamination. And we also adopting the circular practice to extend the life cycle of the garments. We also making some kind of investment like solar panel to reduce the energy, make it more efficient. In our size, we can make those kind of things more efficiency. Then sustainability will be will be better from our production process. It's also very crucial to ensure that the ethical of sourcing and fair labor, that very important. In Nanyang, we very transparency. We as a manufacturer, we as a company, we treat this very seriously. So we very care on our people. We make sure we have our own internal audit center that we make sure all those fair labor has been practiced. And then we do a lot to share with our community. Okay. So in the next few steps, we also working in future to working more on a material innovation. Find more ways, start from yarn to get more those kind of reduce water, waste reduction, energy efficiency. Two of our major factory getting the LEED certified. One of our company, one of our factory getting the LEED Gold certification. So it's meaning that we work intelligently from environment, green factory, process design, factory design, in order to get those kind of benchmark award that in the world that accept that. So we want to show and also make sure that we respond to this community. Last but not least, we trying to educate all the consumer and brand what good, what not good to sales. So we make a lot of presentation, go to sales. Why not you change to do this kind of process? Introduce to the new yarn that if you do this, maybe 10 cents more expensive, but you can save the world. That's the things that we are doing at the company. So this is echo what our big boss always say. We should prioritize environment and social responsibility as part of our DNA. As a fashion manufacturer, no doubt we should go ahead with that. That's that's what we do.
That is pretty impressive, Concrete. I think you have thought through sustainability in a holistic way, like you
Mhm.
did with the digital transformation, and you're integrating many of these into the sustainable future, right? And one
Yep.
of the thing I could add also and vouch for you the way you're practicing GST, because GST has fair labor included in it. It is built on the top of international labor organizations' best practices. It has allowances in it. It has social development in it. When some, the way you're practicing GST at Nanyang and taking care of every employees, right? Giving them the right time, teaching them the right motions so that they can be more productive, get more incentives, etc. So I
Yeah.
can vouch that you're already way ahead in terms of taking this technology in the market. So one of my request to you is for all the fellow garment manufacturers who are watching you, right, and willing to learn from you and adapt these best practices in their own setup, in their own units, wherever they are across the globe. So what will be your message to your fellow garment manufacturers?
In short, nah, I think those digital transformation and innovations is not an option anymore in our business point of view. They are essential. Is the old-fashioned way of jumping across the low-cost country is not a sustainable way to work in this world at the moment because the speed and then the volatility of change is much more than we can plan 3 years ahead. I think at the moment, visibility you and me have still 90 days. What tariff is going to change, we don't know, right? So in order to react to that, it is very essential that we have enough data, we have enough power to analyze, we have enough automated tools to replicate. The people who can do this more is more easy to react to the change from human, natural, and maybe God. So to the friends, I think fashion manufacture is not the old fashion anymore. It's the same. And even I think we work more diligently than compared to the big industry on some of it because of we get very low margin. In order to squeeze and then survive in the low margin industry, we need to work hard. We need to work more details, right? So the way to use the good program like Code Digital offer, the way to linkage between ERP and the program, even though from code or from our own, and even the way that in near future, I hope we can see the AI platform that offer from maybe from Code Digital that can predict and that can easily give us the more quick solution. That my sharing is that in order to be competitive, we must embrace technology. It's not just a tool, but we need to think at the strategically what is the way to move forward. That's all I want to share. So let's move forward together. And I'm willing, welcome to share if anybody want to share to us. We're willing to learn to everybody. Thank you.
Brilliantly put. And visibly, it is very clear that Nanyang is a well prepared garment manufacturer for this current century, right? And thank you so much for leading that from the front and playing your part in getting the right investment, right technology to Nanyang and bring people, equip them with better processes, better tools to make a wonderful, a compelling offering to the global brands as well to partner with you and take the fashion industry forward. It is wonderful, listening to you. Very insightful. I wish that all the people who are listening to us also take, these amazing vision and technology, to their own life and the stream, and benefit a lot, right? And in industry, in helping the industry move forward on this. Thank you so much for sharing all this, Concrete.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
So thank you, Concrete. Dear audience, thank you so much for joining us and staying with us. I'm sure like you have heard a wonderful session from Mr. Concrete. Now is the time for question and answers. It'll be great if you could put in your questions in the chat box. We will take one by one. Thank you, and we look forward to your questions.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to one and all, whoever is joining from around the globe. I am Roshan Rakesh Srivastav, Customer Success Manager from Force Digital. As we see, it was a very wonderful session and informative session by Mr. Concrete and Mr. Karthik. The discussion solely reflects on how manufacturers are leveraging technology in this competitive and tariff-torn world. So now we will be starting with the Q&A session. Unfortunately, Mr. Comfort and Mr. Karthik could not join us for the Q&A session due to other commitments. Do not worry, I am here to answer your questions. Please do type your questions in the Q&A tab. So I can see that I have a couple of questions already here. So I will start with the first question, that how does FASTEC plan help manufacturers plan better, especially those manufacturers who have operations in multiple sites? So as you see, FASTEC plan, which we call as FRP also in the industry, is a dynamic visual tool which help the users with an eagle eye view of all the facilities of a group on a single dashboard. The center planner can easily navigate and analyze the capacity within a few minutes. It helps you to provide confirmation of the orders to the brands within a few clicks. We have clients like Side Sports, Nanyang Garment, just you saw, Hydra Brandex, Young One, Apparel Tech, Google Das, who are using this feature just to provide the order confirmation in few clicks. The different planning boards of FRP help you to manage the capacity planning as well as the factory day-to-day planning. It gives you control, reflects current performance, and provide early warnings on the urgent actions which can delay your running orders. So there can be delay in the material, there can be delay with the critical path activities, there can be delay on the production floor. So all these updates are provided by the fast checks, fast check, and then planner can plan and negotiate with the factory as well as the marketing side to get the order up and running on time. So if you see, FastTech is basically providing you improved on-time delivery performance, speed to market, and reduced lead time. So moving on to the next question, we have the next question is this: how long does it take to implement FastTech plan? See, the FastTech plan implementation is not just a software implementation, but also a drive to take the customers towards the best planning practices. So what we do here is that we do not only implement the software, we do a 5 to 6 week training, which include the implementation of the software, the training as well as the handovers. We support post implementation on day-to-day basis until the user is confident enough to use the solution by themselves. So it is not just the implementation and the training of the planner, it is implementing the best planning practices. So moving on to the next question, we have, in what ways GSD cost helps manufacturer collaborate with brands? So this question is a very wonderful question, as we saw that how Nanning is using GSD cost. So GSD cost is a standard tool which is used to standardize your SMBs and to cut your cost. So nowadays, if you see that the current tariff war and the geopolitical uncertainties, cost is the supreme factor for the manufacturers as well as the brands. Most of the brands wants to have the uh, we can say discount on the tariff which is applied. As Mr. Confit told, there is a 10% tariff which is going to be there. So in this, the cost is the most supreme factor for the manufacturers. So if you see, most of the brands have their nominated suppliers. So a manufacturer is not able to negotiate on that front. The only thing that is left with the manufacturer is the labor cost, and it is totally based upon the standard made values. So GST cost enables the manufacturer to streamline their methods and standards and determine accurate assemblies and negotiate better with the brands with the right assembly with proper scientific explanation about the operation involved in the style. Merchandisers or marketing or sales team, whatever you call it, can confidently negotiate with the brands. They can discuss that what all operations are there, how the method is being done. So they have this confidence of the standard motions, the standard methods, as well as the scientific method, which helps them to quickly negotiate with the brands. So GSD cost enables both brand and the manufacturer to have a standard cost and a standard assembly, and thus it is a win-win situation for both the brands and the manufacturer. So now moving on to the next question. The next question is about again about GSD from Ms. Smriti. Do you also impart GSD training while implementing the solution? So this is one of the best questions I have come across right now. So if you see, GSD cost is not again an software implementation. This is the beauty of GSD training, that the training is not only limited to the classroom training, but it also involves on-floor training. The trainees are given assignments and are evaluated based on their floor work. Once they pass the test, then only they are being licensed. Thus, the training is not limited to the computers only, and it helps our customers to improve their swing method and thus their productivity on the floor, not on the computers, on the floor. For further information, if you want to understand how the training process is and how the implementation goes on, we can you can contact to us. In the upcoming slide, we will show you the contact details. You can directly contact to us and know more about the GSD cost implementation and onboard. Now, coming on to the next question, I see a lot of questions here, so I will try to answer as much as I can as the time allows. How does Coach Digital enable sustainable fashion manufacturing? So, see, as Mr. Compet also told and Mr. Karthik also told, that this sustainability is the responsibility. So we also take it as a responsibility. We have digital solutions that directly support sustainable fashion manufacturing. We focus on prioritizing all three P's together, be it people, be it planet, and be it performance. So we try to align all three so that the manufacturer do not suffer in terms of maintaining the sustainability. For instance, I will give an example, a very quick example. For instance, if a manufacturer plans well with the help of FRP, they tend to save the cost, which includes all kind of cost, direct as well as indirect. You save on operational cost, electricity, overtime, and other required resources. The manufacturer can thus contribute to environment by using the optimum resources with reduction in wastage, increase in productivity, and sustainable work method. We can we take sustainability as a responsibility. So this is how Coach Digital enables sustainable fashion manufacturing. We have GSD cost, where we have fair wage tool, which also takes care of the people, that they are paid right, they are like being taken care of, because people are also part of the sustainability. Now, moving on to the next question, I see people are interested in that how we can learn more about the solution and evaluate the solution. So we have a question that we would like to learn more and evaluate the solution. How do we go about it? So it is very easy to connect with us. We are available on all over social media. We are going to share the contact details also. Our team will reach out to you on further steps and demonstration of the solutions that we have. You can also visit our website and fill the demo request form. I shall be sharing our email address as I told you earlier. Please feel free to drop us a line or we shall be in touch with you. So now moving on to the next question. I see a question from Chand Bima where he wants to know that currently they are using Google Excel sheet from development tracking to production flow, and they want to know how they can manage their operation through a software. So, Mr. Chan, you can directly reach out. We will reach out to you on this and explain you that how our solution can help you, because we need to understand more on what actually your requirement is. Thank you. Moving on to the next question. So I see a lot of question. I need to go on. So I see a question: can FastTech plan used for quality monitoring? See, FastTech is a planning tool which helps you to plan the optimum quantity. It is not like forcing you to plan higher, which is done in the Excel. So it allows you to use the use the available minutes properly, so that you can plan your production, you can plan your targets based on the actual facts. If you plan on actual facts, how your line is performing, how your operators are performing, then you will not be enforcing your operators to work extra. And similarly, GSD cost helps you to implement the correct method, which helps the operators also to use the correct method and achieve the optimum production which is required for the company to ship away. So I would not say it is helping directly on quality monitoring, but indirectly it is helping your team to achieve the best quality. So, moving on to the next question. So, we have a question from Mr. Ankush Kohinoor. We are manufacturers majorly doing smaller quantities where I can help us also. Detailing is too much in the construction. Help us. Hope we do better our efficiency and cost control. So, Mr. Ankush, we will surely reach out to you. GSD cost is the best solution for your answer. I would say we will surely reach out to you and help you out that how you can improve your methods and how whatever the complexity of the operations are there, we will help you out. And if it suits you, you can go again with it. Now, moving on to the next question is a question related to Mr. Siddharth Maheshwari has asked, what is the roadmap of incorporating the discuss point in case of a very small or new unit with very less machines and engage just in job working for certain brands? So FastTech and GSD both support the job working thing. So our team will reach out to you, explain that how the FRP or GSD cost can be implemented in your setup. So we need to know more information that how many lines you have, how many machines you have, how much work load do you have. So based on that, our team will be able to explain you. So our technical team will surely reach out to you. So moving on to the next question. So this is a very good question from Mrs. Stella. Does FastTech take into consideration different kinds of efficiencies? That is delivery time, cost effective, bottleneck efficiencies? Yes, sure. So in FastTech, don't only plan on the software that this is my production required and this is my operator. It is not like that. You take in account everything: your learning efficiency, your delivery time, how much time do you need to sew, how much time do you need to do your secondary operations. It is not just the swing planning. It is start from the order booking and it goes up to the shipment. So yes, all the factors that you mentioned here are taken care by the FastTech plan. That's a very good question, Mrs. Stella. Thank you for that question. Now, moving on to the next question: is the live production tracking on the shop floor is synchronized with the FastTech dashboard? Yes, Mr. Nitish. The production update can be synchronized with the FastTech so that the planner has the latest update and he can replan whenever required. Now, the moving on to the next question is from Mr. Gonthini Niranjan. How does FastTech support small split deliveries? So in FastTech, we have a feature of drag and drop. You can combine your small split deliveries together and plan it. Or if you want to plan it separately, you can do that. For more details, we will reach out to you and update you. Thank you. Then moving on to the next question. So I see a lot of questions, so I would need around 10 to 15 seconds to go through the questions, which I can answer immediately. How affordable is the system plus the training? So we have a question from Mr. or Mrs. I'm sorry if I'm taking it wrong. Pali Makalika. So the question is, how affordable is the system plus the training? Do you also have the support to the manufacturer that implement it? Surely we have the support to the manufacturer when we implement it. And for the cost related thing, we will reach out to you separately and we can discuss on that how it suits you. So moving on to the next question, what features does FastTech provide to track machine capacity and material availability for better production planning? So again, a question from Mr. Gonthini. So yes, in FastTech we have MRP module, that is material requirement planning module, where it helps to visualize the material incoming as well as the stock so that the planner can plan accordingly. If the stock is not there, then the planner can move the plan and plan as per the expected date of the material. The second question is about the machine capacity. So in FastTrack, you can track your machine capacity in the swing. You can track your secondary operation capacity, that how much is your capacity and how much workload you have given to that department, be it embroidery, be it cutting, be it your finishing, be it your washing, be it your packing. Moving on to the next question. Styles are changing. Just it will take too much time to set the standard time, especially for new styles and volume. So we have a question from Mr. Imran. With quick response strategy, today the styles are changing so rapidly, and we receive many orders of around 200 to 500 pieces. With GSD, it will take too much time to set the standard time, especially for new styles involving new operations. Can this be sorted out during sample stage? So, Mr. Imran, in GSD, we have already have QED libraries where you can take up the library and make minor changes, and you will get the latest assembly which is required. It will not take much time as you think. So if you want further information, you can connect to us. Thank you. Moving on to the next question. Does FastTech plan have an auto planning option? Yes, Mr. Eben, this is a very good question. Yes, the FastTech plan have an auto planning option based on certain rule. If you want to prioritize your delivery, if you want to prioritize your efficiency, if you want to know more, we will certainly connect with you and we'll update you that how the auto planning option works. Thank you. So moving on to the next question. Why Code's fabric optimization tool is not promoted to the industry? So Mr. Chandra Kumar, we also, if you visit our site, we have fast react fabric optimization tool where you can save the tool which helps you in your fabric planning and helps you to save your fabric by utilizing the remnants. So yes, we promote that too. But currently we are in this call, we are discussing about fast tech plan and GST cost. For further information on fabric optimization tool, you can visit our site and request for a demo. Thank you. So we have a question from Mr. Nasrullah Khan. Can we have a demo to GSD course? Sure, Mr. Nasrullah. Anytime, our team will reach out to you, and you can fill the demo request form. that will help us you to connect better. You can go to our website and fill it out. Thank you. So now we are towards wrapping up this call, and I can see there are a lot of questions still unanswered. So I would say that don't worry about it. Whatever questions I could not answer, I could not address during live Q&A, please be rest assured we will follow up with you via email. Thank you all for joining this wonderful webinar session and making it an interactive one. Before we conclude, let me share some presentation slides with you. So this is our, if you can see, there's a QR code available. So we would love to hear feedback from you, which will help us to improve our future webinars and will help us to present you with more information required. So I will leave it here for 30 seconds. Then I will move on to next slide. That is for the contact. I will request you to scan it and provide your valuable feedback. So this feedback is totally confidential. You can write whatever you want. You feel that we need to improve as a Coach Digital team to and Fiber Fashion team to improve the webinar. So I hope everyone has scanned it. So I will just move on to next slide within next 10 seconds. So moving on to the next slide. So this is our contact details. As I told you, you can reach out to marketing.coachdigital@coach.com, and you can also search us on LinkedIn by scanning this QR code. There you will find the update on the latest webinars that are going to be done, and you can also have the insights on the current fashion industry trend. So we keep publishing articles, we keep publishing our testimonials, and about what we are doing, what is our roadmap, how we are going to achieve it. So you can directly connect to us on LinkedIn also. So again, I will keep it up for 10 seconds, and then we can wrap up this call. So thank you everyone once again for joining this call. Please do follow us on LinkedIn. As I told you, we'll get the latest insights on digital transformation as well as notifications about our future webinars. With this, we conclude the Fireside Chat webinar. And we truly appreciate your patience and active participation throughout the session and look forward towards your participation in upcoming webinars. Stay tuned. Thank you once again. Bye bye. Take care.